You gotta unmute, TJ. Yeah, good thing.
Hello?
TJ, you there? Yeah. Do I come across disrespectfully in court? I'm gonna get to the misinformation later, but it came up earlier today that I come across disrespectfully sometime. No, well, in court. I'm sure I do in just general discussion, which I don't care. But do I come across disrespectfully in court?
I think uh, the older we get, we understand confidence brings out the insecurities of others. And I think you're a confident man. And we don't have to go into black, white, but you're a confident man. And in these type of situations in society in general, that confidence makes others insecure. And that's just how I feel about it. It is what it is. And I think the more that you stay confident, those insecurities just, they just rise to the top in others.
Do I present well?
Do you what?
Present well while in court?
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. You're confident in what you're saying. You're confident in how you present. Uh, and I think because of who you are and you don't have you're not a licensed realtor, lawyer and all that stuff. I think that they're looking at you like, man, yeah, he knows more than what I do. So let me bring him back or knock him down a couple of notches. If I can. But like I said, I don't think you present. I think you present with confidence. Your confidence in what you're saying. Your confidence in how you present. You're confident in how you speak, and it just brings out the insecurities of others.
And I appreciate that. We got a couple more hands. We got work to take care of also, and I'm waiting for Tyler to come in because we've had a couple of pretty good stories. Okay, Matrix, long time no hear. What's going on? I don't know what's going on with him. I just hit the button.
What's up,
Matrix,
man?
do I come across disrespectfully in court? But before you answer that, do I present well? No, because it came up earlier, off air. So I said I'm going to ask people in general. I don't care, but I just would like to know: do I come across disrespectfully in court? In court, and you've actually listened to other audios as well. So not just in with the ones that they can see here, but in the other proceedings, do I come across disrespectfully? Uh-oh, did he go?
So let's go to the first question. What was the first question? Because you said two different things. What was the first question again?
Do I present well, and then do I come across disrespectfully? You can answer them in the order.
Okay, so do you present well? Yes. I think, like I told you before, I don't think nobody gonna be able to do what you do. That's not doing this full term. I mean full time. I just don't see it. I don't care what nobody say. I just don't think it can be done. Nobody's in the courtroom like that. Besides somebody that actually practices law like that. As far as saying disrespectful, you already know you disrespectful. You already know.
I don't think so.
You already go. I don't care about what you talking about. You go in there with the gloves already. You already got the blood on the gloves before you even start swinging. You waiting for you ready for a counter, which is you like a counter puncher, which is excellent because they don't see where the punch is coming from, and you ready for anything that they come at you with. So I love the way you do it, but as far as you being disrespectful, hey y'all, you disrespectful.
Wow, I wish UB or somebody would come on. That's interesting. I would say it hurt my feelings, but that would mean I care, and we know I don't. So hold on before we get to the regular discussion. Yeah, I just don't see me as being disrespectful. Now, the part about the confidence, no doubt, and that's what I try to help other people obtain. But I think that I believe the confidence comes with the knowing. It's like the playbook. If you don't know your playbook, and you know the guys that have played sports, especially football, you're going to be a step. You too. You know that from sports too. If you don't know your playbook or don't know your assignment, you're going to be a half a step or a half a second slow, and that's all that the opponent needs. Is that
That's it.
that's it?
I mean, you think about Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders gonna make you move. If you take one false move, that's it. That's all. That's the
Yeah.
only chance you had to tackle him. That was it.
Yeah, especially if he can see you, especially if he saw
yeah.
you.
Oh yeah.
And that's what I think. And I try to use. You know, I definitely didn't have Barry's shiftiness. I don't think anybody, very few people actually did have that kind of shiftiness in such a tight space. But it was Jamar Chase has some interesting shiftiness too. But I just think that it's about being prepared. And I don't know, Rick, if you can unmute. The question for the world is: do I come across disrespectfully in court, and do I present well? Two different questions. Based upon, and you've listened to every video and audio. You've watched every video and listened to every audio inside of my library, correct? Which is kind of weird, but because I know you're a truck driver, so you have time. But do I come across disrespectful?
I wouldn't. I don't think you come across disrespectful. I think you're very direct and to the point. Your confidence level is so high. Some people might perceive it as disrespectful, but I just see it as you being direct and to the point. You're always on the topic of what you're there to dispute, and you never stray away from that. So I wouldn't call it being disrespectful. I would say you're just very confident about what you're going in there to argue.
So then you say, and then you think I present well, correct?
Yeah, very well. I mean, I haven't seen it done. Haven't seen it done by another pro se litigant. I wouldn't say that. Like most people would look at your videos and swear up and down you're a certified attorney. So yeah, you present very well.
Maybe that should have been a third question. If I were an attorney, would people perceive me as being disrespectful? We'll do that one
No,
later. I think,
no.
okay.
Well, hold on. If you was an attorney, it depends on if you're representing me. If you represent me, I don't care how you are. All I want is I want you to win. If you got to push buttons, do everything but call them ninjas and crackers. Do everything but that. Other than that, I want you to win. I want you to get me off. Get me off. That's it.
JC, not you, Johnny. Not I got two JCs. JC, military JC. Do I come disrespectfully, Johnny? Not you, JC. You were in the military, other Johnny. New York Johnny. Do I come across disrespectfully in court? And do I present well? Two different questions.
No, man, you just keep it simple, go with the facts, and you're just asserting your authority as you have your right to do.
I appreciate that. But I just do I present well? Now Johnny here and I both were military. So I don't know if that should matter necessarily. I'm sure that it has something to do with the presentation and even the directness. I maybe, if not the military, maybe personality. But if I were an attorney, JC, would I come across as being more or less disrespectful in the same light?
No.
Appreciate it. And by the way, JC, when you come back and watch the follow-up video, you'll see that somebody in your exact same situation, two people have gotten released. So we have to just kind of stay the course, and depending upon the state, the courses are a little bit different, but they can definitely be navigated. For such a liberal state, I would think that you all would have a lot clearer pathway to getting things done in such a liberal state as New York. Daryl,
Liberal
Yeah.
meaning what? The last holdout to make medical marijuana or recreational marijuana legal? I mean, it
No,
ain't
we
liberal.
don't have medical marijuana legal in Florida.
Yeah, but I mean, Florida, I mean, New York is like supposed to be this standout thing where we're so ahead of everyone else, and it's just not the truth. Propaganda, in my opinion.
Okay, understood. Daryl, you had a comment to make as we get ready to get into why misinformation has become so prevalent.
Yeah, I would probably say, like, to the question that you were saying, like, if I was an attorney, would I think that you were still disrespectful?